Good morning and welcome back to Saturday's Somm-Things with Sian and Mats. I'm coming live now on Facebook with from Argonaut in Denver. We are doing this week some funky food pairings, so little quirky things that not so serious and somber like some of the Somm-Things can be. And I'll admit I had a little bit more of a pep in my step this walking to work this morning because I knew we were going to be tasting this first one. So one of my favorite new wines. I've actually bought this personally with my own dollars twice since we brought it in. You're familiar with it, you've seen it before. It's one of the guild wines.
Fantastic.
So yeah, Cave de BC. This is a Cremant de Bourgogne, so a sparkling wine from the region of Burgundy in France. And I love this because it is super, super dry. All my Somm nerds will love this too. The principal grape here is Aligote. It's kind of the secret sleeper wine of Burgundy. Most people are familiar with Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but there's a little bit of Aligote in there too. This is 60% Aligote, 30% Chardonnay, and then 10% Pinot Noir. And I just love how citrusy, zesty, plain it is. And I don't know, anything that's quirky or weird and slightly atypical, I think is fun for me.
It's a great little sparkler, good for every day, every occasion to start your evening with, or to pair it with funky foods. For example, people often ask, what do you pair champagne with besides New Year's and weddings? The number one pairing for champagne or a sparkler is fried chicken. It is so good. The saltiness, the effervescence, they just come together and make you want more. It's just such a perfect combination.
I think it's great. It makes me think of barbecues. Barbecues, outdoor dining, bucket of chicken, or somebody in your family's probably got the best recipe passed down by father, grandmother, etc. But a bucket of that sparkling, it doesn't have to be champagne. There's plenty of other affordable options. You can even go straight with Prosecco. You get that same sensation, just kind of cutting through the crispiness and the fattiness there too. It doesn't have to be oysters either.
Oh, we love oysters. We had them last night.
We had oysters last night.
This is a great sparkler Burgundy, and it is $14.99 on our shelf.
Yep, it's going to be on sale, so even cheaper if you get here soon, and it's glorious. So yeah, oysters, then also potato chips. I have been known in the past sometimes to make my entire meal experience kind of counting out what's on the plate. So 50% potato chips and 50% sparkling wine, and I think it's really fun, and I've done that quite often. I'm on a ban. I have a friend who's taking care of my diet and my bad habits, and she doesn't let me eat potato chips. So I'm so sorry, Jen, but our next pairing, we're going to have potato chips. And they're all for me.
Let's try one of these with the sparkling wine before we go on to the soft blonde.
Let's take a little.
Oh, please. That's perfect. Popcorn would even be another great match.
It's like crack. I'm not going to stop eating these. Very delicious. So on to the next one. Also something that goes very well with potato chips. Sauvignon Blanc. So this is Sauvignon Blanc from Paso Robles, from Robledo. I like the story here. Robledo is a fourth generation immigrant family. So coming up from Mexico. They started working with wineries. They're doing the jobs. I think right around when the war was going on too, there wasn't enough U.S. residents to actually do a lot of the vineyard work. So that's when this family started, and then they have been kind of squirreling away, saving. It wasn't until 1987 that they were able to buy their own land in Paso Robles and start producing. Complete family operation. We do have a few of their other grapes from the same producer.
Correct.
But we chose Sauvignon Blanc for today because it's Saturday morning. I don't know if you noticed, but it's 60 degrees outside. It's a perfect time to start drinking all this fresh, crisp, summery whites. Mats was going to wear his Hawaiian shirt today in honor of the weather. I was going to wear something summery too, but all my clothes in storage because I wasn't expecting this weather. So I think we'll sell a lot of cold, crisp white wines this week.
It is a beautiful wine and a beautiful winery. This is in honor of his 7 sons, located in Paso Robles, and that is 2 hours south of San Jose, 4 hours south of Napa Valley. Very warm, very secluded, and perfect for growing Zinfandel and Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. It's a huge region too. And I think a lot of people who can't afford vineyard land in Napa or Sonoma, a lot of really talented winemakers and families are buying vineyard land down there and putting out some really nice wine. Good value, good price point, great quality too.
Paso Robles to me is what Napa Valley used to be 20 years ago. It's just a hidden secret, a little gem producing fantastic wine. And this is just lemon zest, lime zest, a glass of sunshine.
It's really quaffable. The patio pounder thing, we use that expression quite a lot too. I like it. So this, we got barbecue chips, I think I love salt and vinegar. You want sour cream and onion.
Anything salty, crispy, fried, semi-unhealthy would pair beautifully with this, along with a chef salad or a Waldorf salad.
Salad, no. Who eats those things?
Too healthy.
Way too healthy. Now going into the next pairing. This has been done, I think, a few times over. Different people have different perceptions on it, but Girl Scout cookies. Who doesn't want a Girl Scout cookie? So we have a team of Girl Scouts that have been showing up every Saturday outside the store, and it's really cute watching all these grown adults coming in to get their booze fix for the week, but then also spend a couple of minutes buying some Girl Scout cookies. There's actually a box of them in Ron's office, and we stole the Samoas. And everybody's got their favorite. I love Samoas. I love that kind of coconut and the chocolate in there. So we picked a Rioja to go with that. So a Spanish Rioja. This one from Cune. So in the heart of Rioja, Haro is like one of the major towns there, slightly to the northern part of the region. And this is their crianza. So it's one of those, not aged as long as others. In Rioja, you'll see Reserva and Gran Reserva on the label. In a lot of other regions, Reserva doesn't actually really legally mean anything. It does in Rioja. So it speaks to how long the wines are aged. And something very special about Rioja wines, traditionally they're all aged in American oak. And one of the key aromas for American oak is coconut. So I thought we'd try this one and we'll see how it goes. This is a wine that is 85% Tempranillo, the most dominant grape in Rioja, and then finish up with 15% Graciano, if I'm going to say it properly.
Sian.
Yeah, I definitely get the coconut in there. It might just be like a mental thing because I just said it. But definitely redder, darker barriers to it.
Red
dusty.
currants, black currants, mocha, white pepper. I think we should try one of these to see how well it pairs.
Okay, tell me twice.
The caramel really adds another dimension.
I'm so proud of Mott's right now because he doesn't love Samoas nearly as much as I am, and I kind of won this argument, so I hope I'm right.
It's good. Sense my hesitation. Not my favorite.
Really?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Did you want to do something else instead?
Yes,
What did you want to do next?
Thin Mints.
Fine. I got you some Thin Mints.
You can't beat this.
They're delicious. Alright, so we'll try that too.
Okay.
I get proven wrong here. Terrible.
I think coconut and caramel are almost interchangeable with mint and chocolate.
Smell your cookie.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. It's crunchy. It's delicate. It's the perfect funky pairing.
Nicely done. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I know that you have a guilty pleasure with potato chips.
True.
And that you're not going to take those home. So I brought you something. Chocolate covered potato chips.
Oh,
So you can
yes.
have the best of both worlds.
Thank you, Mats. You're the best.
And pair this with any of these three wines.
I'm going to pair it with my shift today.
Yes, ma'am.
A handful every hour. All right, well, thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it all. Keep an eye on the website for updates, and then come into the store, come say hi. All these wines will be on sale, and we'd love to talk to you, love to see you. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the weather. Be safe. Cheers.
Cheers.